So when you see a Christian that his inconsistent is not strong, the reason why they don't have spiritual, you know what I'm saying? So because many of you here, you had New Year resolutions. And one of your resolutions was this, that 2020, I'll be very close to God. Yes or no? Yes. But that's what you said in 2019. The reason why is this. When it comes to goal setting, your life moves in the direction of survival goals than other goals that are inspirational. So the reason why that never happens is this. This is the reason why it never happens. When survival goal hits you, which is next week, all these other goals that are not felt goals, that don't seem tangible, you throw them away. And that's why I always tell people, hey, don't have like different kind of goals. You should have goals, different kind of goals, but put your goal in such a way that they fit into one box. Why? When they fit into one box, so there's a big goal I have, everything fits in. And because everything fits in, I'm able to push my life with one direction. Let me tell you why. Because this is very powerful. This is a principle of focus. When my goal is to succeed, but it's not tied to God or to make money, because that's a felt survival goal. To marry is a felt survival goal. To have a child is a felt survival goal. To pray more is not a felt survival goal. To know God more is not a felt survival goal. It's not a felt goal, rather. It's a felt need goal. Once my survival goal pulls me on the right, what happens? I forget this goal. But this is what I can do. I can take my survival goals and put it here. And says, Lord, the reason I want to make money is this. I'm hoping you will bless me so that I can be a blessing to other people. I'm hoping you will bless me so that I can help the poor people in our village. I'm hoping you'll bless me so that I can be a sponsor of the gospel. Once I do that, watch what happens to me. If an opportunity shows up to make money that draws me away from God, I will not follow it. Because the ultimate end of the money is to what? Is to serve God with it. So I know that can be doors. And let me just tell you here. Not all doors are God's doors. Some doors that you think are open doors were opened by the devil. And the reason is this. Some of you, Satan knows you're very focused. And this is how you attack a focused person. So you know what it does? The first thing it does to distract you is this. It makes that thing tough. But because some of you are tenacious, when it makes it tough, you stay at it. Then the next thing it does, he said, this guy's not going to lose focus. Then he creates other goals and open other doors. Then all of a sudden, you take your eye off the ball and begin to look at the what? At the other things. And you lose focus. Some of you, what has troubled you is not that you don't have goals. You have too many goals that are disconnected from your purpose. Glory to God. So you must link all your goals together. So let's go. So when people are not spiritually, don't have spiritual root, you see them, they're famished. You see that they're famished. They are not consistent because root helps you be consistent. So you see, they're very active today and they're not active. This is spiritual root. If you don't have spiritual root, I'm saying so because if you find yourself in this place, so all of a sudden on Monday, you're full of faith. Then Friday, you're full of depression. What's the problem? There's no root. So you're like all those plants you see on water that are moving here and moving there. There's no root. When you listen, if there's an Iroko tree here today, if you come back tomorrow, it's not going to move somewhere else because the roots are deep in the ground. The reason why you are unstable and not able to make great decisions is because your root is not deep in the earth. If your root is deep in the earth, when life comes, you will still be standing. How am I saying this to you? Have you asked yourself, why am I inconsistent? First week of January, I'm always very, January I'm there. Then I fall off. Maybe your root is not deep enough. And that's what the Bible says, they that be planted in the house of God shall flourish. It's a planting. It's a planting that makes you that way. Glory to God. I said glory to God. And when people have roots, when life becomes tough, their root supports them. Oh wow. Have you tried to cut down a tree before that has deep roots? You will spend, the tree might look small, but try to uproot it. The reason why is that it's so connected to the soil that it can be moved. Why does every small problem, challenge you have, small or big, depending on the way you see it, why do they throw you off balance all the time? You have a marital problem, you're thrown off balance. Could it be that your root is not deep enough? Why is it that when you lost your job, you just went crazy and said doing things are ballistic? Could it be that your root is not deep enough? Why is that when something goes wrong, you go back to alcohol and go back to cocaine and try to relieve your stress and become suicidal? Is it that your roots are not deep enough? Because, listen to me, when your root is deep, things will happen. But to move you will be very difficult. I've seen people that used to come to church and stop coming to church. And the simple thing is something happened in church. And let me tell you something. When you say something happened and stop going to church or stop praying, just remember you're not the only one it happened to. It happened to all of us, including me. The difference is that some of us just have our root deep enough that nothing can move us. That's why Paul says, be ye unmovable. What's unmovable? Unmovable means having deep roots. Nothing takes my joy. Are you here, somebody? It seems as if only those on the right are hearing the preaching this morning. I said, nothing takes my joy. Nothing makes me abandon prayer. Why? My root is deep. Glory to God.